When you do have a project that you are phasing, that you've done a master plan for, but the client's like going to be doing it in multiple phases. I had one where the end goal was eventually to do like a pavilion with an enclosure and so on and so forth. And like one of the things that we wanted to educate on is that, you know, the foundations that are required for that, but they were also anxious to get, it was a new build and they were anxious to get some outdoor spaces there. So they wanted to get the patio in. And it's like, again, I want to protect your investment. I don't want to pour or put down pavers if in like 2 years you're planning to put that pavilion up, because I've got to put footings down or I've got to lay a foundation. So we spent a lot of time talking through like, okay, what is it going to be a pavilion? Is it going to end up being an addition? Because if we're doing one of those, the foundation is a little bit different and there's ways for us to achieve that eventually, but it's being thoughtful up front that we're laying the correct foundation to then do the next pieces, the next layers, and still achieve what the client's looking for. Maybe they don't do the pavilion for 5 years, but when they're ready to pull the trigger with the price that we've already provided, the foundation is there.
Pick up right where we left off.
Exactly.
And what they had for 5 years is way overbuilt for just a patio.
Yeah.
But we had the full plan and the full timeline of this project in mind. So overall, huge cost savings for the client.
Yep.
That initial meeting and conversation, a lot of people don't understand overall price and budget and scope.
Or scope, right? Sometimes in that conversation, it's like, oh, well, we want to do this down the road. You're almost getting these little bits and pieces throughout the conversation. It's like, okay, perfect. Let's hear all of it.
Sure.
And I know you're starting here.
But yeah, so you start to develop that overall budget, and we've been doing this for a while, so we kind of understand based on similar projects of what things are going to cost. And so we continue to have that conversation and educate the client before we even move into any other steps in the process. And we want everybody to be comfortable from AM to the client, husband, wife, to sign off on a particular budget and be ready to move into that conceptual process. And if not, then we have that conversation. We save our contacts and we follow up and we say, be ready to spend $500,000 next year.